Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Amber Westbrook, and today I'm going to be testing some products that have been all over my For You page that won't leave me alone, and I will admit I have been influenced on some of them. So I have a bunch of them here. I'm going to test them out and see if they're actually worth the hype. So the first two products I'm going to test out are actually makeup products. I have seen this NYX The Face Glue Gripping Primer everywhere. It's so cute. Look at this little bottle. Is this not the cutest little packaging you've ever seen? It literally looks like school glue. So let's see how well this goes on my face and how well it holds up my makeup look. Okay, so I actually tried twisting off the top. That's not how you do it. Apparently, you twist off this part right here so that it's like a little glue. I'm just going to put this right on my face and then blend it in with my fingers. Oh, it goes on pretty smooth. It's not like super sticky when you first put it on. I like to use the e.l.f. gripping primer a lot, and that one goes on really sticky. Sometimes it's like hard to actually blend in and like get it on my skin before it's like literally working with putty. So I'm just gonna finish this up. This actually is going on really well. And let's let that dry down and see just how sticky it is. I've seen people like stick things to their faces with the sticky primers, which I think is hilarious. Okay, so it's pretty much dried down. It's definitely like way less sticky than the e.l.f. one that I'm used to. Let's see if it like holds the makeup on really well. Speaking of makeup, I'm a little bit late to the game on this one because I've seen it everywhere for like quite a while. Like it's been out for a minute, but I've never tried it. And it's the Tear Cushion Foundation. Now I have never used any type of cushion foundation. So I'm excited to see how this works and what all the fuss is about. So I've heard that a little bit goes a long way. So I'm just going to go ahead and press it in really good one time. That's what it looks like on the brush. And let's just see how well this goes on. And I do have like self-tanner all over my face. I've been testing different tanners that I'm not used to. So excuse it if it's a little bit splotchy today. Hopefully the foundation will just cover that. Okay, actually, this is pretty good. It feels really lightweight. It almost feels like I don't have a foundation on at all, but it's covering really well. And I know my face and my body don't exactly match because of said self-tanner, but it's okay. I'll just put a lot of bronzer on and it'll be fine. That's what I'm telling myself right now. Bronzer will fix all of this. You know, I really like how it's applying. It's going on really easily. I mean, am I surprised that it works well because everyone seems to think that it works well? Sometimes, because I've tried a lot of products that everyone says are amazing and they don't work for me or I just don't like them. It's so strange because it really doesn't even feel, though, as if I have any on at all. But it's covering all of my mess ups from my fake tan. I really like the way that it feels. It feels really good. Like it doesn't feel like I have makeup like caked all over my face, even though when I look in the viewfinder versus the mirror, like it definitely looks like I have a lot of makeup on. But in the mirror, it literally just looks like my skin is just smooth. I really like this foundation. I would definitely use this for sure. Like I would absolutely use this on a regular basis, and I might have to add this into my routine. And it wasn't even that expensive. So like I'm pretty impressed by the quality. I'm actually going to use it under my eyes too because it's such good coverage and it just feels so light that I'm just going to kind of use it as a concealer as well. Now, just so you know, this color is a really good shade match to my natural skin tone, which is very pale. So even though it doesn't match down here, it is a good shade match. It just try and differentiate between the face and the neck at the moment because don't worry, we'll put a lot of bronzer on. I would say, yeah, it lives up to the hype for sure. I might get a different shade as well as this so that I can have a foundation shade that actually matches whenever I self-tan, and then have one for when I don't self-tan so that I can kind of stay away from going too heavy on the bronzer. But I will say definitely 10 out of 10 recommend, like 100%. This was a good buy. All right, so that's all I have for makeup, but I am going to finish my face. And then we're going to move on to a couple of other things that are not makeup related. So the next couple of products that I want to review, I was actually really excited to get these because I have an iPhone with MagSafe on the back. And for years, I have been so annoyed with like the little like stretchy clips and all the different, odds and ends that they put on phone holders and mounts and different things like that, or your phone falls out of it or it falls off and it's clunky and it's big and you're always hitting the power button on the side. It's a big ordeal. And I know it's like not the end of the world, but the new MagSafe stuff I am obsessed with. So I decided to get 2 different mounts. I got one for my car, and I have a little setup in my filming area right here where I just kind of screwed 2 shelf brackets into my wall so I can just mount things off of those. They're just really strong, sturdy shelf brackets so that I can just put whatever I want on them, whether it be like a camera or a mirror, or in this case, a phone mount with MagSafe on it. So I got this little one right here. When you twist it, it makes the little clamp go up. And then this is the MagSafe part, obviously, and it will fold out into whatever situation you want. And it also spins around. So I thought this would be really, really cool to put on one of my little bars up here so that I could have my phone do like a top down in case I ever needed to film anything on my table right here. And not only that, but because the MagSafe is right here, I could have it this way and have it from the front camera, or I can have it this way, have it from the back camera. I can do like this and have it facing me. Like, this is actually really awesome. When I took it out of the package, I was like, wow, that's really compact. It's very small. And it can clip onto most things. The one thing I did notice, though, is that if you go all the way out, so this is as far as it goes to clamp, which may seem like a lot, but I tried to clamp it on my IKEA desktop, those like simple IKEA flat desks that you put on top of everything. And this is just barely too short. So I won't be able to use it from my IKEA desk to do like any close-up shots when I'm sewing or anything like that. So that's kind of a bummer, but it does do what I want it to do, which it clips onto my little bar that I have right here, and it's perfect. Also, what I like about this is that it has a really strong mount. Like, this thing is sturdy. Like, it takes a bit of effort to get it off, and it will totally stay still. And not only that, but the joints are really strong. So I really like that about it, that it's like not going to just like wobble. Like, I'm shaking this thing and it's staying put. It's actually really strong. So I very much approve of this one. So if you are looking for a clamp to put anywhere in your kitchen to film food, you can even put it in your car. You can clamp it onto pretty much any tabletop that will fit within this width. Yeah, highly recommend. This thing is stable. And not only that, but it folds up really, really small once this part is all the way in. Like, that is really compact. Like, it's very, very small. So you can throw it in your purse. You can take it on the go. It's actually a really great little product, and I definitely recommend this. And it's not even expensive. So definitely 10 out of 10 on this one for me. Now, this one right here, not as big of a fan as the other one. I will say that the suction cup part of it right here, when you like turn it on and it suctions in, that part works great. So no issues with the suction cup. Here is my issue. The hinges on this, so this hinge right here and this hinge right here, are not strong at all. So let's say you like put it on the window and then you put your phone on it. It like won't hold the phone up. So like you would have to literally like work against gravity, maybe do something like that. But even then, if you're putting this on a window, like it's not going to hold up. And that was really annoying to me. The MagSafe is definitely like not as strong as the other one that I tried. The other one had a really strong MagSafe. This one is kind of like, it might hold on pretty good, but like it comes off like pretty easily. So that was another downside that I didn't really love about it. And then I tried to put it in my car and it literally would not fit my phone. Like, if I put it on the window by the dashboard, it would not hold my phone up because the dashboard was like at too much of an angle to the car window. And then my phone just like couldn't get to it because the dashboard was there. And then when I tried to move it up and have it in a different spot, it just like flung around and didn't work properly. So then I was like, hey, let me stick it on the dashboard, because I have seen people do that in ads where they stuck it on the actual dashboard, yeah, it didn't stick at all. I did it on a little bit of a curved spot and I was like, oh, that's just because it's curved. Like, that's probably why it's not working. But then I did it on another spot that was like mostly just like flat. No, it won't adhere to that because there's too much like airflow in the texture of the dashboard, even though it's like a plastic dashboard. So yeah, this one, total fail, total waste of money. I literally won't even be able to use it because even though the suction cup works great, the hinge and the magnet, and it's just like there's a lot of things wrong with this. So I don't recommend this at all. Honestly, for this, it's 0 out of 10. So the last couple products I'm going to show you have to do with my hair. So I'm going to show you exactly what I used on my hair and whether or not I thought it was worth it. Now, I have a few doubts about this little brush right here. This is called the Unbrush, and it has gone absolutely viral. After I get out of the shower and I have my hair air drying partially, it's still a little bit damp. It is super hard to brush out. And I know that this is probably not good for my hair, but I like to brush my hair out while it's still wet because I want to be able to round brush it while I'm drying it, different things like that. So I need to have at least the tangles out first. So I'm going to go ahead and see if this works as good as this. I don't have super tangly hair right now, but just to let you know, it's slightly damp and I have not brushed it before, during, or after the shower. So let's go ahead and see if this actually gets out the tangles. I don't feel a lot of really deep tangles in my hair right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and try it anyway. And then I'm going to get my husband in here, and he is notorious for having so many tangles in his hair. I don't know how it happens, but he always has so many tangles, especially after he gets out of the shower because he always lets his hair air dry. So let's see how this works on my hair. Okay, honestly, maybe it's because I don't have a lot of tangles. I don't know, but it doesn't seem... Oh, I got a tingle right there. It kind of caught in a little bit at the end, but it still was not like aggressive. Like, it actually is brushing through it pretty well. Oh yeah, I could feel some tangles on that side. Actually, you know what? It's pretty good. Like, I could see myself definitely using this. I think the real test though is going to be on whether or not it works for my husband. So let's go ahead and get him in here and see how he feels about this. Okay, so just to prove that he has crazy tangles in his hair all the time, like, he has literally, like, you can see my fingers are not going through this, and his head is really sensitive. So he's going to be like the perfect test subject for this. So like, if you have like kids or something with tangled hairs, that's basically him. He has a really sensitive head and he hates brushing out the tangles. It's like the worst thing ever. So
it's always the worst.
All right, let's see. Let's see if you can make it work.
I'm just going to go for it. Wait. I think we're onto something here. It's actually...
It feels better than a regular brush?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can just go through it.
Oh my God, we found a solution. I can't believe it. Okay, tell them how skeptical you were of this.
I was definitely saying this felt definitely like a kid's toy. It feels very cheap, but it's working. He
was the biggest doubter. He did not think that this brush was going to make any sort of difference on his hair at all.
It's literally going...
Look at that. You don't even have any tangles. Like, when was the last time that happened?
Never.
Never. Oh, this is your new brush for sure. This is the one. So I have to say, the Unbrush lives up to the hype. And coming from the biggest doubter that there ever was, he also agrees that it lives up to the hype. So needless to say, this brush is amazing. Honestly, if I had children with sensitive heads, for sure, I would buy this. And because I don't have children with sensitive heads, I'm just going to give it to my husband, who has a very sensitive head, and he solidly approves. So Unbrush, check. I am actually really excited to try this. This is the Color Wow Extra Large Bombshell Volumizer Foam. I have seen this everywhere on my For You page, like literally all over the place. And that is super crazy because I usually don't like mousses. I have tried every mousse that there is, and I am just not a huge fan. I always feel like it leaves a little bit of crispy edges. It doesn't feel natural. I just don't really like the way mousses feel in my hair. I usually resort to ending up with like a volumizer spray or something like that. But I am all about wanting to get big volume in this hair, especially since I have a lot of layers. I have huge potential for huge volume. Now, my hair is still relatively damp. It's a little bit more dry than it usually is because it's been a few minutes since I had it wet in the shower. But I have it brushed through and I have it mostly damp, especially in the back. The back is very damp. And this can also be used on dry hair. And I've heard that it's really good as a heat protectant as well. So I'm going to do about 3 pumps per section, which is what I've heard people on TikTok do, like kind of put a lot in my hair. I'm basically going to blow dry it partially upside down and put my hair up against the way that it goes. And let's just see how much volume we can get. Let's just see. It does feel really lightweight. Let's try it in my hand. I gotta do it opposite-handed because I am injured still. I don't know if you guys saw my other video where I dyed my hair purple, but yeah, I cut my finger right open and it was very unpleasant. So I'm still dealing with the repercussions of that. And I'm gonna use my nifty little brush to just brush it all the way through and make sure that at least all of my roots are coated and I have a pretty good coating along the ends as well. I think that's probably good. I'm just going to add a little more just to be safe because you can never have too much, honestly. It is definitely not mousse-like. It's definitely like just liquid foam is really what it feels like. So I am happy that it's not like a regular mousse. It already doesn't feel like one. All right, here's the real test. Okay, you guys, are you ready for the big flip? Let's see how much volume I got. Oh my God. Like my bangs are literally like standing straight up. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. So the first review that is important to me. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at this side. Okay. This is actually crazy. Wait, does it really work? Oh my God. This is like the best thing ever. Look at this. Do you see this? This is just a basic rough dry. I haven't even styled it or put rollers in it or anything, and it looks like this. I have tried so many volumizing products, and I can tell you that with my hair, even with the layers that's in it, everything. If you look back at my last video where I styled my bangs and stuff, like that was with no products in it, and it's just flat. This is the only product that I have put in my hair today, and it looks like this. This is actually insane. This is crazy volume. Now, I'm going to have to update you and let you know if this actually lasted all day, because a lot of times stuff has given me volume in the past, but then it just doesn't stay. It like falls down after like an hour or sometimes even less, and then you just don't have fluffy hair anymore. But like this volume is, this is not messing around. Look at this. Like this is just from blow drying it against the grain. Like, are you serious right now? How is this real? So far, part 1, it doesn't feel like there's product in my hair. It doesn't make it feel sticky or greasy or anything like that. I'm going to finish blow drying it and then we'll go on to our next product, which I'm really excited to use because I've seen so many good things about it. So let's finish the dry and we'll move right on. So let's see if this Wavy Talk brush lives up to all of the hype. And when I say hype, I mean hype. I've never seen an ad so many times from so many different creators about this viral Wavy Talk brush. So let's put it to the test and see if it's actually worth all that hype. It says it heats up in about 30 seconds. So let's turn it on, see if it's actually going to heat up. So my Wavy Talk did heat up really quickly. I'm super excited to use it because if I can replace my curling iron on those days when I just need to get things done really quickly, this is going to be it. Now I've put my top hair up in some rollers, kind of tested it out a little bit just to get the kinks out, but I haven't seen these curls yet. So let's get it onto this side and see if we can make some magic happen with the Wavy Talk. I'm going to just brush out this front piece right here. Oh my God, you guys look at this curl. This is amazing. Oh my God, this is the perfect curl. Look at this compared to this. This is what that did in one swipe. And yes, it did heat up super duper fast, which I love. Let me go ahead and go through the rest of these, and then we'll take out these and see how good it did on these top layers, maybe fix up a few pieces. Okay, I'm ready. Let's get the rest of this hair wavy talked. Just look at how good that looks. It is so smooth, no curling iron, just a rough blow dry and the wavy talk. All right, are we ready for these bangs? I don't know if I'm ready for these bangs. Let's start in the back and take these pieces out. Let's see how good the wavy talk did on top, because you and me are going to find out at the same time. Okay, the volume is still there. Oh my God, you guys. Look at this. Look at this hair. I'm honestly shocked because to get hair like this, if at all possible, would take so long for me to get this hair in any other situation. Look at that. That is incredible. I can't believe this. This is my favorite styling tool I've come across in a really long time. And that's saying a lot because I've tried a lot of styling tools. If you don't have one of these, you need to get one yesterday. I can't stop playing with it. I can't stop running my hands through it. This is the best hair day I have ever had. Oh my God. This is my new hair. So I'm blown away by this. Blown away. Guys, this is the next day. I just woke up, brushed through my hair, and rolled out of bed. Look at how much volume is still in my hair. Like, this is actually crazy. Like, this is left over from yesterday. Like, I'm honestly in shock because I've never had my hair actually last this long. When I went to bed last night, it was still 100% fluffy. Like, it did not fall at all before I went to bed. And then when I woke up this morning, I was like, dreary eyed walking into the bathroom, and my eyes were just like, because my hair still looks like this next day. Like, this is the next day after I did my hair like this. So it lasted all day and into the next day. I honestly think it's just going to last like this the whole time. Like, I think it's just going to stay this way. It's actually so amazing. Like, I can't even believe it. Like, all I did was brush it. And the craziest part of all of this is that I didn't even put hairspray. I didn't put any products in. I didn't put hairspray. I didn't put anything. Like, after I turned the video off for filming, I literally just walked away. And then I was like laying down, relaxing, and then went to bed, went to sleep, woke up, brushed through my hair, and it looks like this. So that about wraps up this video. I hope this video was helpful for you in deciding whether or not you want to buy some of these products. I know I'm really happy that I got to test out these products because some of them, as you saw, were just amazing. I have to say my favorite out of all of the products that I tried today is definitely the Color Wow Volumizer, because let me tell you, this hair, which, yeah, the volume has gone down some. I can fluff it up a little bit. But this hair is on its third day, and I have had no hairspray, no other products, just the volumizer and the wavy talk, and it still looks amazing. Like, it's obviously not going to be as voluminous because I have slept on it a couple of times, but I have to say, this is my new favorite product. I will not be doing my hair without this product, and when it runs out, I'm going to buy a whole bunch more because this is amazing. So that's my favorite of the bunch. The biggest fail was definitely this pathetic little iPhone holder, so not a fan of that. Although, who knows? Maybe I'll rip it apart and use the magnets to make my own little MagSafe something or other. I don't know. I do like to be crafty like that. And when things don't work out, sometimes I'm just like, hey, maybe I can make something else out of it. I have Amazon links to most of them in the info bar below. So if you're interested in purchasing them, feel free to check them out. And if you're not subscribed yet, feel free to subscribe. We hang out, we test products, we do a lot of things, and I'd love to have you. With all that being said, I hope you had a good time in this video. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.